I think what Tucker's deal is he seems to be something like the pressure release valve. Because I'll never forget this. He added a remark at Turning Point over the summer, and it was one of those blink and you miss it type things. If you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't catch it. But he was talking about Jeffrey Epstein. This was at Turning Point SAS.
Yeah.
And he said, everybody in Washington, D.C. knows that Epstein was with Israeli intelligence. He goes, everybody knows that. He says, but nobody will say it. Why? He said, we have to say that Epstein was in Mossad, because if we don't, the only people that will be saying it are those subterranean, actually hateful anti-Semites. Now, if you pick that apart, what does that mean? What is he really saying there? He's saying, if we deny the obvious, which is that Epstein was with Israeli intelligence, we lose credibility because it's obvious, and then we look like liars, like we're covering it up. He said, and in the event that we lose our credibility, the people that will earn credibility are the people talking about Jewish power, the Israel lobby, etc. And we can't concede legitimacy or credibility or the narrative to them. Now, there's a word for this. It's called the limited hangout. It's a Psyop, which is to say we have to make strategically some admissions. We have to say some of the truth to keep the legitimacy, to keep the credibility, keep people's trust. And if we can maintain their trust, they won't go all the way off the reservation. So we'll make sort of like a tactical admission, and then they won't go and reject the whole system. And so I heard that statement. I said, that's a really weird but also intentional and precise thing to say. But if you're not tapped in, if you're not paying attention, you'd think he's saying, Epstein was Mossad. Oh, Tucker's based. But what he's really saying is we strategically have to say that, because if we don't, then we look like we're in on it, and they are.